everyone. Thanks again, once again, for tuning into Porch Talk. We took a very brief break and we're fucking back.
That's right. Happy New Year. We back with new shit.
Yes.
It's a new year, new things, new times, new topics. How was your New Year? How was your holiday?
It's alright, you know.
That's good.
I'm optimistic. I think we're gonna go to the next level.
Hell yeah. I don't think it. I don't think no more. I just know shit, and I know that what you just said is the truth.
Yeah,
Nothing
I mean that's suffice. Yeah, you're right. Let's get into it though.
Go ahead.
Fucking R. Kelly, dude. I have talked about this on Instagram. I'm worn out. Really, I am at this point.
You know, I haven't really talked about it, but I've heard about it enough to be at that point with it too. I'm just like, I think that there are a lot of mixed views about it and stuff. Go ahead. What you got to say?
Now, the last part of the documentary, I was kind of in and out because I was so busy responding to people and checking their stuff and stuff like that. But he's dead wrong. Parents.
So it was a couple of days. I didn't watch it.
Yes.
How many days was it?
3 days.
Oh. Was it like the Whitney Houston type thing? It's on a show, or was it with actual people talking?
Yeah, they were talking. They were talking,
okay,
and they would show you different things, like to kind of collaborate what they was talking about.
Okay.
And so
wow. Okay.
Yeah, people in the comments, they're going hard, calling people bitches, including myself. Crazy. And R. Kelly's not guilty. He wasn't convicted. Blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, listen, all these women are not lying. This is not like the whole Bill Cosby thing. Those grown women that were, especially one claiming that they met Bill Cosby in his hotel room and was drugged. Ain't nobody doing business in the hotel room. I mean, that's 101. So
did these girls that were accused of, the R. Kelly girls, were they going to his hotel rooms too?
No, but they were going to his concerts. It's like he sought out. People that do that stuff, it's a mental thing, and they go through a process. So they try things.
So he was scouting girls at his concerts.
Some of them were coming to him. I mean, he was sitting outside of high schools.
He was?
Yeah, he was doing that. But
what? Okay.
Chicks would be at his concerts, or one chick stood outside of his trial, that trial where he was peeing on the girl, was caught in that tape that we all saw, and just different stuff like that. They were there, but yes, the parents are partially to blame, or the lack thereof, or in the one case, the girl said her mom was a single mother. So, I mean, it takes a village. It's a lot of components to this, but at the end of the day, R. Kelly is at fault because he's an adult in the situation. He knows to look for vulnerable young women that are having broken relationships or have the leeway to get free to be up under him.
You know what? Now, I don't disagree with anything that you just said. I truly don't. I am just frustrated with us as a people jumping on the bandwagon about shit that's going on with just more than that one person. Like, we tend to sweep a lot of things under the rug until everybody is talking about it, and then when everybody stops talking about it, then they don't say nothing else. For example, like, what R. Kelly is doing is absolutely wrong. Like, yes, he's a pedophile. However, there are so many pedophiles that are in our neighborhood, that are close, that are actually touching kids that we know of
in our families
right now. Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and we don't really say nothing about that or whatever, or we don't do nothing about that. When your kids do come to you and tell you, hey, such and such did this to me and stuff, you kind of like try to sweep it under the rug to save face for family and stuff like that. And I just feel like, yes, one part, he is very much so wrong for what he's doing, and he does need to be penalized for what he's done. Like, he need to pay for be punished for whatever it is. But at the same time, I just feel like we need to own up to the shit that's going on in our right here up under our noses, because at the end of the day, with all these people talking all this shit about what he doing, going off and being mad and making blogs and making posts and stuff or whatever, you raising his record sales. Like, that's really all that's happening. Nobody's gonna go and do nothing about it. Nobody's gonna go and take him to jail or nothing like that, or like, he gonna get another fucking slap on the wrist, a fine, and he gonna buy whoever the hell mama mad a Range Rover like he did the last time. You know what I'm saying? And we buying it for him because we at the Apple store buying his music, doing this and that or whatever, playing, calling the radio station, telling them to play Half on the Baby for him because it's a throwback, just shit like that, So I just feel like overall we need to do better with like holding our people and ourselves first and foremost accountable for how we react to situations that happen, and don't just react because somebody else see it or somebody else saying it. It's almost like your kid being bad as hell and cussing at home all the time, but when you get outside, you want to be embarrassed because they done cussed you out in front of all these people and stuff or whatever. Now you mad and want to whoop them, but you never had before. Get out of here. To me, that just don't make sense. Yeah,
but we sweep a lot of shit under the rug in the community.
we absolutely do, and that's bad. So, and what I'm saying is, okay, and to your point of what you just said, like, just the fact that we say shit like that in response to, saying stuff like, well, we do this all the time, well, this and that all the time. Well, why the fuck are you mad when somebody else do it then? Like, like, well, how can you be mad when the outsider come and do it? Because we saying, oh, we do this all the time. Well, shit is the norm.
But that's the problem. So the positive side of this is there are men and different ones coming out and expressing their stories. But I think the hope behind this is we always do things with the intent that something will spark a change.
I get it.
And it's been a wave, as you know, we've had different shows that we've talked about, and it's been a wave since last year, now 2 years ago. We're talking about 2017, starting that change is coming and less things are being tolerated, even to the point that officers are being arrested now. They're getting penalized for shooting black unarmed men. So
get the fuck out of here. Okay.
I mean, it's more than what they were getting. They used to get paid. It's been a few of them. But all I'm saying is it's a process. It's a process. It takes time.
It also takes people standing flat-footed about what they believe in and don't just do it because it's on TV.
Most definitely.
When it get off the news, then we don't do it no more. That don't make sense to me. That's just retarded. Like, I'm not gonna jump on y'all bandwagon with y'all. I'm not about to go do all this fucking marching and shit and stimulating the economy buying water because you mad, and then after we get done busting around the block a couple times, then nobody never gonna say shit about it no more. And I'm over here all riled up and everything because I'm ready to do a path forward plan. Just start with your own community. And talk to your kids, talk to the kids that's around you and stuff like that, and then we can do better. But I mean, just everybody making a comment about one man who has one meat, who is fucking girls that's in line, which I ain't saying that he was right for it, and I'm, what I'm saying, none of that. But I'm saying this is one man with one meat, and we concerned about one man with one motherfucking meat swinging between his legs when there's thousands of them doing the same thing, and ain't nobody saying nothing about that.
Well, I think we also need to address the fact that there is not enough male presence really doing what they need to do even for the single mothers. There still should be some man even on the block that can be an influence for these young women, because what is it about young women that you need to seek validation? And you know what I'm saying, like it's so many
you mean
things. With him or
it's just Tinder. I mean, they Tinder, and I hate to sound like the devil's advocate, I truly do, but this didn't just happen. Like, it's always been such that men sought after younger women just for tender meat. Like, like, it's just, it is what it is.
Fresh meat.
And at the end of the day, some fall victim, just like when lions go out and hunt. Shit, I mean, he not gonna eat all the impalas, but you better believe he gonna eat one of the motherfuckers if he chasing the flock. That's just what it is. So you know what I'm saying? They just like the internet and social media, to me, have just made a platform for it to be voiced at this point. And I ain't tripping about that. I'm just saying, this shit ain't just happened. So don't sit here and act like just because, we can swipe left and right and like and stuff up and down and see the actual stuff going on because it's on your screen in your hand, don't mean that it wasn't true when somebody was telling you their story about their life, or you read about it, you know what I'm saying,
most
and didn't do nothing about it then.
We need to listen to because victims are what they are. They're victims. We need to stop downplaying them being victim and re-victimizing them. There's many components we can throw out there. The parents, we can throw out the lack of love that person. I mean, predators.
Where the daddy's at,
Predators know who to pick out. You know what I'm saying? They know. I'm just gonna say, I've heard of somebody in my childhood that used to try to come after young girls, and I was around this individual. Never happened to me. And I believe because
your daddy was a fool.
My daddy was a fool, one, but two, I was very outspoken. Now, that's not to say these young women are wrong.
Because your foolish daddy taught you how to be that way. Yeah.
But, you know, you have to...
I ain't mean it, daddy.
And I mean, I was the type of kid that you could have told me I'm going to kill your parents, and I'm still telling. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, they know, again, there's no way to, in no way am I trying to blame any of these girls. I really feel sorry for them. But they know who to pick out. You know?
Yeah. I mean, duh. Yeah. It's supposed, that's the way it go.
Yeah.
You know, but overall, and at the end of the day, all I'm saying is reach out to the ones you can reach.
Yes, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, before we just go. And another thing, like we was discussing earlier, rather than us sitting around having these parties or having these sit down talks with all these grown people in the room, getting cheese and wine and stuff or whatever, having whole events to have a conversation about the R. Kelly party or R. Kelly wronging or whatever and stuff. Why don't, and the kids is in the other room somewhere, just got done being violated or whatever, and you don't even talk to them. You're not telling them about nothing. You're not making them aware of what's going on. We just talking about it. It's just a social thing. Like we just being social about it rather than being doing something about it, being vigilant about the situation and handling it. And I just feel like that's what the problem is. We talk too much. Like we just we don't really do nothing about it. We don't even reach out to, like I said, our immediate ones to tell them, hey, this, that, and that. Tell your friends. Tell your friends. Tell your friends or whatever. And that's how we get out. That's how it's been getting out.
I know that any kids that I deal with personally, I don't know about anybody else, but I'm very straightforward.
Yeah, absolutely.
When it comes to racism, when it comes to stuff like this, I even tell all my kids, and I've expressed this, I don't let my children go anywhere. And the one time or two times I did,
it'd be some bullshit.
It was some dumb shit.
Yeah.
And the second time, it was just like, no, I can't, I can't do it. Not to say anybody's a bad parent or anything like that, but people parent differently.
Different, yes.
You know what I'm saying? And I like my kids to be parented a certain kind of way, and I can't control that when they're at in someone else's environment. So when I was growing up, I couldn't go anywhere, and I tell my kids why. I tell them that it's grown people that like to hurt kids.
Yeah.
They like to play in kids' private parts. They can kidnap you. They can chop you up and sell you to some nasty, dirty man. I mean, and it's kind of horrific, but I'd rather them hear it than experience it. So
yeah, because they gonna come back and tell you the story like it was a dirty man harassing me. Yeah. So yeah.
And even when you do all you can do, you still don't know. So I try to do as much as I can on my end as a parent, because it starts at home.
Yeah. So I mean, just having said all that, my last thought on this is more than giving R. Kelly all of this publicity off of what's going on, I just feel like we should give at least 3 times more attention to what the situation really is, overall, and reach out. Just reach out. That's all I can say. Fuck keep talking about him and boosting his iTunes counts and shit and getting him money, because basically, again, you just paying for another Range Rover or a settlement for somebody else that felt violated by him. It is what it is. And
them parents shouldn't have took them damn settlements. I would have prosecuted.
Exactly my point. You see what I'm saying? Tax time mentality ass motherfuckers. Let me just okay, I'm over it. I just feel like we embarrassing. We could be bought. Niggas could flat out be bought, baby. Just, pull some money out your titties and just hand it to them, and they could be bought.
In closing, I want to say that if you feel violated, if you know someone who's being violated, if you know someone who's a violator, please speak up.
Yes.
Please, let's talk to our babies, because it starts with us. Let's give them the tools that they need so they can be safe. You not only want to set your kids up for success, but you want to set them up to be safe so that they can reach success.
Yes.
So let's start doing that, because it takes a village. I know we're so busy in our everyday lives, and it's hard just to get through a day, and I get it. It's a battle. It really is, especially being African American. But let's do all that we can do.
I'm black. I ain't African American.
Thank you guys so much. Check again next time. Bye. Make sure you choose Rocky Road Productions LLC Porch Talk to feed your entertainment needs. And you can do that by following us on Facebook, Instagram. Make sure you like this video and share it with all your family and friends. Tag somebody in it, why don't you? And don't forget to comment down below and let us know how you feel. And before you leave, make sure you subscribe. That's right. You'll catch us every week. Looking forward to see you again next time. Bye.